Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but life does not end once you are 30. Hello, everyone. It's Taryn from Earth to Mars. I make INTJ/introvert content as well as personal development content for millennial women. So if you are into either of those things, any of those things, please subscribe, hit the like button, and all of that stuff. So I get that we live in a world where everything or a lot of everything is based on age. Everyone wants to have a certain lifestyle by a certain age, and I've noticed that it usually is the age 30. In my opinion, 30 is very young, given that the lifespan of an average person is about what, 70s, 80s, something like that. So I never really quite understood why everyone wants to have their life together by 30. And I really feel that a lot of millennials like myself and Gen Z put a lot of unnecessary pressure to have everything accomplished, to have a house, to be married, to have kids, to have this amount of money, just to have everything done by 30. And it's just so weird to me. The world will not come crashing down and crumbling at your feet if things take a little bit longer than you imagined they initially would. I think that there's beauty at every stage of our life. And to really just take away these self-imposed pressures that we put on ourselves to always perform and be at our best, and just to live more and be in the moment. I made a whole video about this a couple years ago that I will link up top, but basically it just goes over creating your own life script and not following this so-called American dream and thinking that you have to have certain things by certain ages, because everything is made up when you really think about it. Literally everything is made up. There's honestly beauty at every stage, at every year of your life if you look for it. And I remember back in my early 20s when I was also one of those people who thought that I need to have my life completely together by the age of 30. I was scared of turning 30. I was like, 30 is old. 30 is when, life starts to go downhill. And of course, at 22, 23, your frontal lobe is not fully developed. You don't really know much about anything. Once I got older, once I hit about maybe 24, 25, I realized just how negative and how bad my thought process was about growing older. I started to really think about the life I wanted and the way that I wanted to feel about myself. And it was around that age that I just thought, why the hell am I so afraid of 30? 30 is so young, relatively speaking. It is so young. It's the beginning of your adult life, really. I honestly feel that with age comes wisdom. I'm 30 now. I turned 30 back in December, and I felt no way about it. I was not anxious. I was not depressed about it. I was so ready for 30 because I truly feel like my 20s were the ghetto. So I was ready to get out of that era and step into another. So for anyone out there who feels like 30 is just this big, negative, stress-inducing age, find a way to let it go. Let go of that thinking, let go of that state of being, because 30 and every year after is beautiful. Every year that you are here on this earth, that you are breathing, that you are living, is a blessing. You don't have to have it all figured out. If you speak to someone in their 60s and their 70s, 80s, 90s, if you ask them how they were at 30, they'll probably tell you that, they were still learning. They still felt like they didn't know much about the world because it is such a young age. That's how I feel. This was a very kind of impromptu video, but it's just been on my mind for a while now because I just know how weird of an age 30 can be for some people. And just to remind the people out there who feel a way about being 30 and past 30 that it's okay. So hopefully if you are one of those people that this video speaks to you, it resonates with you, and you know that it is okay to not have everything planned so perfectly, because life isn't perfect. It's very messy, it's very chaotic, and it's still beautiful in the process. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening to my little ramblings and musings and thoughts that pop into my head, and I will see you in the next video.